Hello, my name is David Birnbaum, and I am a global garment industry specialist, which is a little ironic because for many years there was no global garment industry. There were just a bunch of players fighting to win at all costs. The customers, that's the retailers and the brands, would force the factories to have the lowest possible FOB price. They knew that they won only when the factory went broke, which happened from time to time. They never recognized that the amount of savings that they could gain from this was trivial compared to what they could save by cooperating with the factory to provide the services that would really reduce costs. It was true of the relationship between the customers and the factories, was true, equally true, about the relationship between the factories and their workers. The entire industry was, for a long time, totally dysfunctional. It is changing, but even today, there are national industries and factories where actual slavery, child labor, are endemic. I'm not speaking metaphorically, whereby low wages or long working hours, or having people age 16 working when the minimum age is 18. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about 10-year-old girls who have actually been bought by the factory and are working the next thing to being chained to the machines. This is changing. And it's changing for two reasons. First of all, the recent virus and recession basically killed the old industry. And there will be a new post-virus industry. One where you, the consumer, will be responsible. Together, consumers, new industry, will have a different aspect, a different perspective. For example, for many years, I have asked my clients, include some of the largest retailers, brands, factories in the world, ask them a simple question. What do you want from the factory? What do you want the factory to give you? And during that period, two factors reigned. One, we want low cost. Two, we want good quality. Recently, there's been a third factor. We want ethical behavior. This is something really important. These managers, I'm sure, are fine people. I'm sure they're compassionate. I'm sure they're really looking for a better industry. But the reason why they are looking for ethical behavior is a matter of cost. The cost of unethical behavior is rising to be unacceptable. This is how it works. Imagine that at some point you recognize that the garment you are wearing, the shirt you're wearing, the pair of pants that you're wearing, was actually sewn by a 10-year-old girl sitting at the machine because she's a slave. What are you going to do? Well, you are not going to fly 20,000 kilometers to pick at the factory. What can you do? You think about it. I suggest that this will leave you with such a bad taste in your mouth that you will decide to hold the brand, the retailer responsible. And you will never buy from them again. The smart professionals recognize that this is coming. And they have to move ahead. They recognize this. It's difficult. It is really very difficult because we are taught that when we work in foreign countries, we do not try to change the culture. We do not play politics. However, we have reached the point when that politics, when that culture can drive us literally out of business. And that's why change is taking place, and that's why you, the consumer, are in control. Thank you.